go ahead and open your browser and type in Firestore and hit enter. You will see that we have a lot of options here. Of course, let's go to this first one. It says firebase.google.com. Just click there and this will appear. Now here you can go ahead and read more about Firestore and capabilities and all that stuff. In fact, I do encourage you to do so. All of the stuff that we were talking about, remember we said that the way the data is stored is different from a SQL based database. We have the collection, which contains document. Inside we have data. So you can look at it as a folder system, right? So we have a folder and then we have the actual paper, which is document. Inside of the document, the paper, we have the data, what you can actually read and hopefully understand what's going on, right? That is essentially the structure of Firestore. But what we're interested in at this point is to get started. So if you click get started here, again, you will see all the things that you need to do to get started. But the great thing here is because we're using Android Studio, there's a way in which we can start a project, a Firestore, Firebase. All right, so having our Android Studio open here, make sure that you have this version Studio, or let's go ahead and do that. So 3.3.1 or higher version, depending on when you're watching this video, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start a new project, Android project that is. And at this point here, we're going to go ahead and select just an empty activity like that. Say next. And I'm going to say here, intro Firestore, like this. Everything is good. I'm going to go and say finish. I'm going to start loading our project here. All right, so once we have our project created here, what we need to do is to go to tools. You can't quite see here, but just go to tools at the top and you can see we have this Firebase here. Now, remember what I said, that we are not going to be using Firebase per se, but we know that Firestore is a subset of Firebase. So in order to actually connect through Firestore, we have to go through Firebase. So go ahead and click here, take a second here, and look at that. We have our assistant here that has all of these different things that we can connect to and start using. Right? But what do we need? Let's go to analytics here. So I'm going to go ahead and click log an analytic event. Click that. And what we need to do here is we're going to connect to Firebase. Click that. And it's going to go ahead and open up this sign in with Google here. Now I have a few accounts here you can't quite see. Choose one of your Google accounts. So I'm going to choose one. And it's going to go through what needs to be allowed in Android Studio, right? So I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, allow everything. Take a second. So look here, it says I need to log in using Android Studio. In fact, we can do that. Let's go back to our Android Studio here. Right then we see we have this create new Firebase project, sign in as me. This is my email. It should show your email address. That's very good. I could choose existing Firebase accounts or Firebase projects. In this case, I just want to go ahead and create a new one. Okay. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and say connect to Firebase. You can see at the top here, Android Studio already connected me via my Google account. Okay. We'll take a little bit to register everything to make sure everything's okay. Very good. And once everything goes well, you can see it says connected here. And the next thing we're going to do, we can also add this analytics to your app. Now, we don't really necessarily need this, but we're going to do it in a way because we're going to be able to add other dependencies that we need for our app. So click here. You can see this is going to be added automatically. Firebase plugin and Firebase greater than everything, accept changes. It'll take a few seconds. And very good. Now we have our dependencies set up correctly and there is that green there. Back to our browser here. This is where we left off. The moment you go ahead and click here, Firebase, it's going to go ahead and take us directly to our Firebase page here. But what is really important here is that we want to go to our console, because this is where we can see all of our databases that we created, Firestore and everything. So let's click there. And voila, you can see it says, welcome to Firebase. Okay. And I do realize this is not Firestore, but bear with me here. Next, let's get out of here for now. Let's go back to our project. So we know everything is great here. It even gives us how to actually start using Firebase Analytics and all that stuff. We're going to get to that. So what I'm going to do now, let me go ahead and get rid of this. There, our assistant. Next thing we're going to do, let's open our Gradle because we still need to invoke the actual Firestore. So let's go to build that Gradle module app. Click that. And you'll see that at the bottom here, we have added the Firebase core, which says now the 16.03 is an older version, so we can add to 16.08. So I'm going to just go ahead here and put an 8 there. I'm going to sync. Very good, everything is synced up. But now, at this point here, close this down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this and paste it in there. So what I'm going to change here, it's going to be Firebase Firestore like that with the same number. Looks like we have a newer version of Firebase Firestore, which is 18.2.0. I'm going to change that to 18.2.0. 0.2.0 like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sync. It's downloading all of dependencies. Everything is good, hopefully. And voila, build successful, and we should be good. All right, so now let's get out of our Gradle here and back to our main activity. So now let's go back to our console here. I'm going to refresh this. And you go down here. Notice I have a lot of other projects here. So let's go ahead and say other projects using Firebase. You can see we have our intro Firestore, which is exactly what we created here, right? Go back to our, there you go. It says intro Firestore. Now, depending on the name that you gave to our project, then of course it's going to show that name here. So we have our intro Firestore. Click there. And you can see we have Firestore, we can add an app. If you click inside here, you can see we have this bop intro Firestore application, right? So if you go to the database in intro Firestore, notice really there's nothing there, but we can go ahead and create one, which we'll do in a second here. But very good. So at this point here, you should be happy because we're able to create our Firestore database. So let's go ahead and go back to our database here, because we're going to create a new database for our Cloud Firestore. So create a database. In this case here is going to give us the security rules for Cloud Firestore. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and say start in test mode. And remember, this is not good for production applications. The reason why is because if you leave as it is for your production app, meaning the application that you're going to ship out for users, then anybody who has access to the link to where your database is, your Firestore database is, they will have access to everything, and that's not good for security reasons. So, but for now, because we're testing things out, I'm going to just say start in test mode. Say enable. It's doing everything that it needs to do to set things up. In a few moments here, we should have everything set up for us. And voila. The moment you do that, notice now we have, look at this, it says add a collection, right? Very good. So you can say the rules here, tab. This is where we come and change the rules later. We'll see how to do that. Indexes, we can also show the usage. And as people start using your application that uses the Firestore Cloud Firestore here, you can see all of the usage and all that stuff. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's go back to data here. Here we can go ahead and say add data collection. We can add a data name, whatever we want. We're going to do all this stuff. Okay, so you can see once we add something here, it should show up here. So in the next video, what we're going to be doing is we are going to create a new collection and add data. Okay, all of that we're going to do actually using Java in our Android application here, because remember, we are indeed already connected to this console here, to our Firestore database. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do that in the next video.